Do I
Okay.
have to unmute myself?
The recording has started.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, good evening, everybody. This is Michael Haney in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a retired certified financial planner. And I've been with this company for almost 7.5 years. And you can see how good it's done for me if you see my picture there on a hiking trip recently. And you can see I'm in really good shape, okay? Be able to climb tall buildings in a single bound and everything. Well, that's just a little joke, but in all seriousness, 7.5 years ago, my wife and I were about to relocate to Central America. And the reason for that was because in December of 2000, she suffered a serious back injury, herniated disc in her lower back. It resulted in 3 successive failed back surgeries, and it resulted in a disc fusion of her lower back, and she's been in chronic pain ever since. And of course, we also had to spend a lot of money on doctor bills and hospital bills and all that kind of stuff, and of course that ate into our retirement, our investments and whatnot, which is the reason why we were planning on relocating to Central America. And a very good friend of ours, though, and I'm telling you, just as we were beginning to start packing, shared an ABC primetime news investigative report with us in about, late January of 2013. And we saw it, and my wife and I looked at each other and we said, hey, it doesn't look like we're going to be making it to Central America right now, because this really looks like an opportunity of a lifetime. And in the last 7.5 years, I can tell you, we made a very good decision when we decided to stay and help build LifeVantage. So I'm very grateful to be able to share this, the opportunity to share this vital information with you. But the first thing I got to do is go through these proper disclosures. Everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. And it's not different from any other venture in life. Okay, if you have the 3 basic characteristics that will lead you to success, lead you to time and financial freedom, which are an extreme desire for change, a good work ethic, and you're teachable, you're willing to listen and learn, then you're going to have a very good chance at achieving time and financial freedom. If nobody can tell you anything, and if you don't care whether you work or not, then your results are going to be different from the person that's opposite that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. In 2005, ABC Primetime News Investigative Report sent out a news crew to the University of Colorado, Denver, to do an investigative report. See, they had heard about these world-renowned scientists who had discovered a compound of 5 naturally occurring plants. And these plants have been used for centuries for health benefits, but by themselves, they're not a breakthrough. But these scientists said, if we can combine these 5 herbs into a synergistic formula, into a little yellow pill, when somebody takes it, it's going to do something remarkable that's never been done before. And they were right. See, we all have a biomarker in our blood. They can pull your blood and tell you how old you are. It actually shows how fast you're aging, or as scientists call it, your level of oxidative stress. Well, after this news report aired in 2005, and look at these universities over on the right. They started contacting the company, wanting to spend their own research dollars studying the benefits Protandim NRF2 Synergizer might have in their particular areas of study. I mean, look at them: Harvard, Colorado State, Louisiana State, Virginia Commonwealth, the American Heart Association, and on and on. And after exhaustive ongoing research, science has actually validated the fact that there's not another product in the world that does what NRF2 activation does. This is the first product that has ever been clinically proven to slow down the rate of cellular aging. So LifeVantage began in a lab with a very simple question, and that is declining health something that we have to simply accept as part of getting older? Well, you see, the fact of the matter is that this question this question actually led to a couple of discoveries. And the first discovery is that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. And the second discovery is that decades later, we discovered a way to activate these abilities. Excuse me. So um, this led to theory number one. And theory number one has to do with oxidative stress. And that's otherwise known as the damage to our cells that are caused by free radicals. I mean, look at the damage that oxidative stress causes. You see that oxidative stress right there with all of those heart, skin, kidney, joints, lungs, brain, immune system, blood vessels, multi-organs. I mean, oxidative stress basically causes damage to these things. And a lot of times we call that disease. And so the body combats oxidative stress by producing antioxidants. But the problem is that the body's production of antioxidant enzymes slows down over age. Well, what causes it? Diet, smoking, alcohol, toxins, medication, pesticides, pollutants, and rigorous exercise, inactivity, and wireless signals coming from 5G, cell phones, and other devices emitting radiation. But I want to go back to rigorous exercise. The oxidative stress, it affects people who are professional athletes, who are Olympic athletes, world-class athletes, even weekend warriors. I mean, for example, have you ever started doing an exercise program and the next day you felt like you couldn't even get out of bed? Well, that's like that lactic acid started working on those muscles that you haven't been working. And that's why they are sore. And that's oxidative stress, you see? So here's another way to look at it. Have you ever cut an apple in half and walked away? It changed color, didn't it? Well, that's oxidation. So what causes oxidative stress? Well, these are the things that cause oxidative stress. All right. So for years, the answer to this free radical damage was thought to be antioxidants. But the problem is that they don't work very well. And scientists have proven it. It's like bringing a Dixie cup of water to a fire. So we found that activation was far superior than supplementation. Isn't it better, for example, for your body to create what it needs for better health rather than taking supplements and hoping for the best? Well, here's the approach that we're becoming known for. And what most people have done, and not realizing it, is that they've taken antioxidants. It might be vitamin C, it might be vitamin D, or whatever the case might be. What they don't realize is that each antioxidant molecule from dietary sources can eliminate just one free radical. So it's like one molecule of free radical being destroyed by one molecule of antioxidant, and then they're both destroyed. So that's why it's one and done. So the body produces millions and millions of free radicals daily. Now, eating more antioxidant-rich foods, they can help. However, to give you an idea of how much you would need to eat to equal what is being done with Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, you would need to eat maybe 11 pounds of blueberries every day. Or how about 375 oranges? Would you be willing to take 120 vitamin C capsules or tablets? How about this? You want to really have a need for a Bloody Mary the next day? Try drinking 87 glasses of red wine. So none of that is very practical, isn't it? It's much better, don't you think, to be able to scavenge 1 million free radicals every second with only one molecule of NRF2 activation? Protandim NRF2 Synergizer reduces oxidative stress by up to 40% on average in just 30 days. So this is something that is an amazing discovery. And that kind of leads us into component one of four, and that's the products and science. Okay, so theory number one, dealing with oxidative stress. Basically what that means is Protandim NRF2 activates the switch in the NRF2 pathway. And the NRF2 pathway is responsible for antioxidant enzyme production. So what's in it? Well, milk thistle, bacopa, ashwagandha, green tea extract, and turmeric. And again, all these things are great by themselves. But when they figured out how to combine them in a certain way, you're going to see that the benefit to the body has been absolutely phenomenal. Lowers oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. Increases superoxide dismutase, SOD. Increases catalase by 54%. Increases glutathione by 300%. Supports the body's natural ability to rejuvenate its own cells. And supports the body's natural detoxification. So we're talking about something that's able to neutralize 1 million free radicals every second. So that's pretty exciting. Now, there's been some independent research. And in this independent research, we've been featured not only, and when I say we, it's been published peer-reviewed scientific studies have been featured on PubMed.gov, okay? And in all of these other major journal publications, like the circulation of by the American Heart Association. That's their journal. And Protandim NRF2 has been featured in there. What's notable about the American Heart Association is that they have never funded a study on heart disease using natural herbs or supplements or anything. But they chose to do that with Protandim NRF2. Now you can go to YouTube and you can search for the Ohio State Heart Study, okay? And you're gonna get an education about how what we've got, how NRF2 activation actually repairs heart tissue. And that's one of the reasons why we've attracted so many cardiologists, not to mention over 1,500 medical doctors, okay? So we've also been in 25 peer-reviewed journal publications where these universities here have been doing the research on Protandim. Ohio State, as I mentioned before, the National Institute of Aging, which concluded that after a 7-year study, that Protandim NRF2 was the only supplement that they found that could extend lifespan. Well, I'm 74 years of age. You think I might be interested in extending lifespan? You better believe it, okay? So that was very important to me. Now, Washington State University actually did a compilation of a bunch of studies, and they concluded this, that NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. That's not us saying it. That's Washington State University saying it. So now, we didn't stop with activating the NRF2 pathway. Science and nature let us know that, hey, there were some other pathways that we could activate too. So that leads us to theory number 2. Now, that's mitochondrial decline. What do you know about that? Okay, well, the issue is that the body needs constant power to run. Mitochondria is basically the powerhouse of our cells. Everything from the power to beat our hearts, inflate our lungs, or even think. Every cell requires mitochondrial power. So the body is constantly fixing or removing damaged mitochondria and producing new ones. It's a process called mitochondrial biogenesis. But the problem is that the body's production of mitochondria slows down over time. So as we age, our body's ability to produce it, we lose it. But we've got a solution. Okay, we've got Protandim NRF1 synergizer, and that's what turns on the NRF1 pathway, that switch, and that pathway is responsible for mitochondrial biogenesis. What's in this product? Acetylcarnitine, quercetin, grape seed, and grape pulp extract, alpha lipoic acid, and CoQ10. So what are the benefits? Well, it increases cellular energy, or ATP, while reducing cellular aging by supporting chromosomal integrity, improves sleep quality and cellular repair, supports cognitive and brain health, supports healthy cardiovascular and circulatory systems. Pretty awesome stuff, if you ask me. Okay, well, that leads us to theory number 3, and that's sirtuin activity. Now, I never heard of sirtuins before last October when we were at a company event called Elite Academy in Long Beach. That's when they released this. And by the way, what I haven't heard of, you can fit into a good sized barn. All right. But I haven't heard of that. But as it turns out, I'm willing to learn. And as the body runs, the cells create waste that can back up and slow the cell if not removed. Sirtuins are responsible for this removal. It's a process called autophagy. This process is responsible for a myriad of health benefits, from mental and physical energy to motivation, mood, cardiovascular health, maintaining cholesterol levels, joint health, healthy DNA function, a healthy inflammation response, and more. So again, although the body is constantly activating sirtuins and producing additional ones, their ability to do that slows down as we age. But again, we've got an answer, and that's Protandim NAD synergizer. And what that does, that's another switch. Switches on the NAD pathway, which is responsible for sirtuin activity. What's in it? Theocrine, wasabi japonica extract, which is basically Japanese horseradish, cuprous, and I'm not going to try to pronounce that second name, but that's copper, okay? And then olive leaf extract. What are the benefits? Supports healthy longevity, improves mental focus and concentration, supports positive mood and motivation, boosts mental and physical energy, supports the body's healthy inflammation response, maintains cholesterol levels already in a healthy range. So pretty exciting stuff. So when you put all three of these products together, we call it the product pillars of nutrition that LifeVantage has to offer. And you can get them in two forms. You can get them in bottles, or you can get them in packets, which we prefer. So every morning when we wake up, we tear open one of these packets. It has the NRF2, NAD, and the NRF1 synergizers all in one packet. We tear it open, and we're done for the day as far as our tri-synergizer approach to staying healthy is concerned. So let's talk a little bit about tri-synergizer and what it means to combine them. Now, all by themselves, whether we're talking on the left here, NRF2 synergizer by itself, NRF1 synergizer, or NAD synergizer by itself. Some pretty impressive results and benefits to the body. NRF2, well, you get an increase of 40 and 50% from that NRF2 gene. In the NRF1 synergizer by itself, an increase of 64 to 69% in the NRF1 gene, and 12% in the on the NAD gene. But wow, look at this. When you take the tri-synergizer, look at those blue columns. That's the increase in benefit that tri-synergizer brings to the table. By taking these three, look at all these increases, 73% and 838% in your NRF2, okay? 84% and 118% increase, NRF1, and 127%, and I can't see that other one, something's in the way. What is that, Fred? That third one over there? Can't see it, but it's more. That's all you need to know. It's a whole lot more.
Yeah, the one on the far side is 226% extra, so that's 20 times.
There you go. Okay. So, all right. So this is our product pillars. All are non-GMO, no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. And we're talking activation, not supplementation. Well, we didn't just leave it there. We found that there were other areas of health that we could impact using the same kind of NRF2, NRF1, and NAD science. So we have something that's called the Vitality Stack. And we have something called Axio. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on these. You can get the person who invited you to give you the details on the products. But I'm going to say a little bit about Axio. Axio is a little packet. You tear it open, pour it in a bottle of maybe 8 ounces of water or so, shake it up and take it. It's a nootropic. It gives you brain focus and mental clarity naturally, not with a bunch of chemical garbage like products like Red Bull and Monster and those kind of products have, which I think that's going to come back and hurt a lot of people over the years. But this is healthy, okay? We have the best probiotic called ProBio. We have Omega Plus, which is the best fish oil product that you can get, Omega-3 and Omega-7. And then we have physique weight management, not weight loss, weight management, okay? We have True Science Skincare, I'd like to have something that not only takes care of your skin, but repairs skin too. And True Science Hair Care not only takes care of your hair and scalp, but repairs damage done to the scalp too. And then we have something for the fur babies, something called Pet Tandem. They suffer from diseases too, you know, and aging. And so why not slow down their cellular aging and ward off their diseases too? So I'm sure that you would like to do that if you own a pet or know people that do. Okay, so if you want to order any of these products, it's easy to do, just as easy as ordering something from Amazon. So you order it, you put it in your shopping cart, and you check out, and the company sends it directly to you. Okay, so that brings us to component number 2, basically compensation. All right, now what if you want to make some extra income? Would a low risk, low startup cost business with virtually unlimited potential appeal to you? Well, how about something that is the perfect meld, enables you to work from home or anywhere, enables you to conduct social sharing, which you're already used to doing anyway. If you ever told any of your friends about a good movie you saw or a good restaurant you saw, you're already familiar with this process. Okay, the company gives you a virtual office so you can keep track of your business. Minimal business assets, your phone, your tablet, your laptop. That's why we call it a laptop lifestyle. There are no inventory requirements. The company takes care of all that. And the company also gives you a personal online store where your customers can order products directly and you get the credit. So how to make money? I don't like how to make money. If you make money, you might get a visit from the Secret Service because they might think you're counterfeiting. I like to say how to earn money. Okay, so how we earn money, we get paid weekly. We get paid smart start bonuses of 30 to 40% every week. We get launch bonuses. We also get paid monthly. We get unilevel commissions, or we call that royalty style income. That's 9 levels deep with dynamic compression. Don't worry about the details. We can fill that in later. There's plenty of videos that we have that talk about the details of our compensation plan. We have a generational match bonus, which gives you a matching bonus on your personal sponsored distributors earning royalty commissions and their personally sponsored people earning royalty commissions as well. Okay, but I like the elite pools. I want to explain that a little bit. When you reach the elite ranks, which is Pro 7 and above, and we'll talk about that in a minute, the company sets aside 4% of global revenue, and they divide that 4% into 4 parts. And if you're an elite distributor, a Pro 7, 8, 9, or 10, then you get to share in that. Pro 7s get 1 share, Pro 8s get 2, Pro 9s get 3, and Pro 10s get 4. And that can be some exciting additional income that comes to you every month. So all of our goals is to be able to get to Pro 3 first, and then get to Pro 5, and then get to Pro 7 so that we can share in those global revenue pools. So now let's talk about how to get started. Well, you get started by picking out a pack. You can also arrange your own pack, but let's talk about the packs that the company has. There's a silver pack for $350, a gold pack for $650, a platinum pack for $1,250, and there are points associated with that. That's called product volume or point volume, whatever you want to call it. The silver pack is 250 points, the gold pack 500 points, and the platinum pack 1,000 points. Now, the only difference between these packs is that there's more volume and more products in the bigger packs. So as a platinum pack, for example, it takes 1,000 points to become a Pro 1. So if you want to reach Pro 1 immediately, then get a platinum pack, and then you're a Pro 1. And you have enough product inventory in your pack to share amongst your family. So if it's more than you, and you have a wife, and you have kids, and you have pets, then you're going to want more product. So the platinum pack may very well be the one that you want to go with. But get in where you fit in and get the one that fits you. All right. So we want to get you in a profit mode as quickly as possible. So whatever pack you chose, we want to help you get that money back as soon as possible. All right. So anytime we talk about income, That means as a publicly traded company, we're required by law to show you an audited income disclosure statement. And that's what this is. This is the most recent one. I want you to pay attention to the third column from the left. That's the average monthly commissions at paid rank. Notice that as the ranks go bigger, so does the income grow more. Okay, so it's all about volume. Remember I said Pro 1, you need 1,000 points to become a Pro 1. But we want to get you to Pro 3 as quickly as possible. Pro 3s earn an average of $626 a month. Now, who would throw away $626 a month? I mean, who would say that an extra $600 a month would not make a difference in your household? It would make a difference in everybody's household. When we had the last crash in our economy, which was back in 2008, 2009, economists said that 80% of the foreclosures could have been avoided if they had had just another $300 coming in each month. So to have another $600 coming in, I think is a big deal. All right. So to get to Pro 3, you need 5,000 points in accumulated volume in a month in order to get there. So if you came in as a platinum pack with 1,000 points, and you brought 4 of your buddies in that wanted to be on your team with a platinum pack, that's 4,000 points there plus your 1,000. That makes you a Pro 3. Okay. So we want to then get you to Pro 5. Pro 5s earn an average income of $3,107 a month. Now that's over $36,000 a year. What would you do with an extra $36,000 a year? Well, it takes 20,000 points to become a Pro 5. Okay, so if it takes 5,000 points to become a Pro 3, then you need to help 4 people at least to become Pro 3s in your organization in order for you to have 20,000 points. And when you have them, that makes you a Pro 5. Well, then we want to get you to the elite ranks of Pro 7. Now, Pro 7s, it takes 100,000 points to become a Pro 7, a volume each month. And if a Pro 5 is 20,000 points, and you had 5 of those, 5 times 5 is 25,000 points. So I guess you don't need 5, do you? You need 4. So if you had 4 Pro 5s at 20,000 points, that would give you 100,000 points, and that would make you a Pro 7, and you would now be eligible for that elite bonus pool. Okay, so getting into profit mode, let's make sure everybody understands. If you're not working and not creating any volume, not sharing the ABC with anybody, then you're not likely to get at least 1,000 points in personal volume, and you won't get paid. And so you're going to need 100 to 199 personal volume points to earn a 30% Smart Start bonus commission. You're going to need 200 points in personal volume to earn the maximum 40% Smart Start bonus. And let me explain something. Getting 200 personal points is not that hard. My wife and I do that just on our Tri-Synergizer orders every month by ourselves. But we have a bunch of customers because they count too. You see? And so we have about 600 points in just customer volume. And so all we would really need to earn our bonuses would be 1 bottle of Pro Tandem or 40 points. But we need more than 1 bottle of Pro Tandem, which is why we have 2 Synergizers on monthly subscription. Okay? So let's talk about how easy it is to do that. And I'm going to show a little video right now that shows you, and my question to you is that, do you want to build a small business or a big business? Well, here's a way to do either one or both.
Hello, my name is Fred Hawkins, and I'm going to talk to you about leverage and the online 200-point business model. You know, most people think that building a small online business would be a lot easier than building a really large online business. That's not necessarily true. And everybody knows that if you want to earn a lot of income online, then your business must be a substantial size. So would it be okay for me to show you how to start a simple online business and turn it into a big business? Let's base our online business model on the Pro Tandem Tri-Synergizer stack, which is 100 points in volume. If you're in Canada and any of the other markets that LifeVantage is doing business in, we'd be talking about a Vitality stack, which is 125 points in volume. But for this example, we're going to talk about the Tri-Synergizer and 100 points in volume. So let's just say that you and your partner or a friend each consume one Tri-Synergizer stack per month. So you and one customer would be equal to 200 points in volume. And you now have an online business doing 200 points a month. It really is that simple. Any combination of purchases between you and your customers, that's 200 points or more, and you can maximize your online business. Now, would it be okay to teach you how to become a teacher and leverage this into a big online business without becoming a salesperson? Well, let's just start with the basics of leverage. 2 times 2 is 4. It really is that basic. Is there any reason that you could not utilize these products and this video to teach 2 people to do 200 points a month and then just teach them to teach 2 more? So 4 teaching 2 would be 8 people doing the same thing. Teaching 2 would be 16. You're now 3 generations deep and you have positive leverage in your life. We continue to teach. Now it's 32 people on that 4th level. Your online business is growing. This totals 62 people, each consuming between themselves and their customers 200 points of volume. So that would equal 12,400 points. But even with 12,000 points of volume, this is still a relatively small business. So let's look what would happen if we just taught more people. For this example, let's just say 5 instead of 2. And together, we teach them to teach others. So 5 teaching 5 is 25. Teaching 5 would be 125. Teaching 5 would be 625. And then 3,125. We total that up. It's 3,905 people, each self-consuming between themselves and their customers 200 points. It equals 780,000 points of volume. And we look at the left and the right side, it looks like it's a significant difference. But what is the difference between the left side and the right side? The difference really is only 3 people. You decided to teach 5 people instead of teaching 2 people. So did you make this business bigger by being a really great salesman, or did you do it by becoming a good teacher and a good student? Obviously, you're a good teacher. So let's look at the LifeVantage compensation plan. 12,000 points of volume would put you at the rank of Pro 4, whereas 780,000 points of volume will put you at the rank of Pro 9. This is the LifeVantage income disclosure sheet. It's an audited financial statement. And you can see here at Pro 4, the average income is $1,400 a month. And I'm going to suggest that $1,400 a month of ongoing income, leveraged income, would change most families' lives in such a positive way. And we can look at the Pro 9 income level, and that's $48,000 a month of income. So teaching 3 more people made the big difference.
So that's pretty exciting. I like a big business. How about you? That's what I want. But now let's talk about component number 3, which is timing. Timing is very, very important in anything. And you've heard the saying, timing is everything. So why LifeVantage and why now? Well, we've been around for 10 years. We're traded on NASDAQ. We've been admitted to the Russell 3000 index. Aaron Brockovich has joined our board of directors. These are really, really big deals. But the big deal is that most people in the world have yet to even discover LifeVantage. Nobody knows who we are. We're doing almost $250 million in business. We're way up there on the list of the Global 100 and the Business for Home Global 100 2020 list, but hardly nobody knows who we are. Okay, so how else can I show you how timing is very, very important? See, you see where we are? We're here. We're early. So would you rather get involved when we're early on our way up that blue line to stabilization? And let me put it another way. Would you have rather bought Microsoft stock in 1988 or in 2020? Now, Microsoft is a very successful company, and it's a blue chip stock, and you could not go bad go wrong by buying it today. But where would you be if you'd have bought it in 1988 and held on? You probably wouldn't even be here. I know I wouldn't be. So I missed that one. I'm not missing this one. So this is where we are, and we certainly hope that you take that very seriously. Now you might be asking, well, can I do this? Well, I can tell you, with the people that we've seen doing this, just about anybody can do this. I can tell you that. All right. And that leads us to component number 4, the system, because the system is what makes it possible for you to do this. Why? Because we offer 24/7 support. We have an easy to follow system. It's invite, introduce people to our tools like the ABC investigative report, and then introduce them to the team. It's launch, learn, and lead, and earn while you learn, by the way. It's regular team meetings and training where you learn skill set, mindset, and leadership. You're constantly growing and getting better. There are regular corporate events and training. And you're going to be amazed that people are willing to teach you everything they know, unlike in the corporate world where they keep their secrets close to the vest because they're afraid that you might replace them. Here, we want you to succeed. We want you to make more money than we do. So there's plenty of incentives to keep you motivated. So what else is available? Well, you see, there's a lot available, but you need to now, you're at a position now where, you're going to fall into one of these 3 categories. Either you need more information, maybe you're terrifically analytical, and that's fine. All right. Or you've seen enough now about the products where you want to try them and become a customer. Or you can see that there's tremendous opportunity here. And so you want to join the team and start moving you and your family's life to time and financial freedom. Well, you guys, my point here with this very broad overview is that you've now been introduced to the ultimate side hustle and the opportunity to take the advice of billionaire J. Paul Getty, who said that there are 3 things that are necessary to accumulate financial wealth. Own your own business, number 1. Number 2, offer a product or service that's needed by others. Number 3, have a system that allows you to duplicate yourself through others. He said, I would rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own. So would you be opposed to allowing us to help you to start building your own positive cash flow business and help others do the same thing? Well, I want to thank you for joining us. And so, folks, I want to invite you to get with the individual who directed you here to this meetup and choose the pack that's best for you. And let's get rolling and make sure that you and yours have a better life. Again, thank you so much for your time, your attention, and we look forward to seeing you very, very soon.